Hello everybody, this is Allsouls Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Nine Souls. In the previous episode, we went through the rest of Lady Ethereal's dungeon. It was disturbing. And then we attempted, repeatedly, to take her down. Unfortunately, some technical difficulties left me, unable to finish the fight, aka the left bumper on my old controller stopped working, which, I kinda need that in order to do counters, which is a big, well, parries, I should say, which is a big part of the game. Oh boy. Alright, now I did notice that, apparently, the skull kick is a good useful in this fight, because it could be used as an alternative to the Tai Chi kick, and it also damages them, so you know exactly what you're dealing with, or so you know which ones are real and which ones aren't. Unfortunately, I don't have the skill points to get it, and I'm not going to be going around grinding out skill points for this, so if you have the opportunity, get the skull kick for this fight. Apparently it makes it, at least the second phase, a little easier. And now, I am out of practice for this, so let's see how well I can do this time around. I still vaguely recall. That one was a real one. Really wishing I had the skull kick, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Okay. Made it to phase 3. From what I have seen, your best bet is to do the Tai Chi kick against the 2 strikes and then dodge left or right as quickly as you can. Let's hope this works. If we can get past that part, then we should be fine. Because she no longer hides her face, so we know which ones are real and which ones aren't. Okay, still hit me, but I survived. Ow. Ooh, I am out of heals. Now, if you can slap her with a talisman, even if it's just a 1 charge, then I would recommend doing so, because it does get rid of the rest of her clones. Okay, I'll be back when I eventually defeat her 3rd phase, however long that takes. Oh, finally. I did actually fairly well in the second phase. I might actually show this whole fight instead of just the final phase on this one. So, yeah. I'm sorry you had to see me like this, Yi. I don't know how this happened. I already cut off all life support systems in the Vital Sanctum, but I couldn't wake up from that nightmare. Someone out there wants you alive and had your brain hooked back into your Vital Sanctum. None of it matters now. At the beginning, I was puzzled. I specifically designed this system so that people could sleep peacefully. Why would I be experiencing nightmares? Maybe punishing myself became the only way I could comfort myself. It wasn't until you arrived that I realized I just wanted this wound to be seen. Someone had to condemn me to put an end to all this. You're not the only one at fault. I didn't expect to hear that from you. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this before the end. Whew boy, wake up from my sin. Defeat Lady Ethereal. I think she's gonna be one of the souls that I genuinely don't hate. Much of a pain as her boss fight was. Today's finally today. The Azure Flyer takes to the skies. It's Mystic Nymph. You said you'd let me choose the name. Right. Well, the last few months were arduous, but it's finally ready now. I just need to inject rhizomatic energy into its azure substrate. Once it stabilizes, our Mystic Nymph will come alive. So his sister's the one who named it. But Yi, there's something I've been kind of scared to bring up. The other day I heard the roots crying out. It said that it couldn't breathe. Is it really okay for us to do this experiment? You with that nonsense again. Don't worry, I checked and rechecked my calculations countless times. Besides, if something does go wrong, it'll be a good learning experience. That's the essence of experimentation, understand? Not really. Like talking to a brick wall. Just sit there and watch. I'm gonna flip the switch. You might want to start running. What's going on? Yi? Please, stop! Damn it! Hang! Seal of Lady Ethereal. The Soul Seal is the greatest symbol in Lady Ethereal's Soul Seal containing the character Jin. Jin? Signifies benevolence. Let's see. Lady Ethereal exhibiting mental anomalies. As the creator of the Soulscape system, Lady Ethereal knew in advance that the system had major flaws. However, due to pressure from the situation, she was not able to prevent its mass deployment. The death of her colleagues hung heavy around her neck, and she eventually lost the ability to distinguish between dreams and reality. That's a damn shame. My lord, sorry to bother you once again, but something at the Four Seasons Pavilion requires your attention. What's wrong? I've detected anomalies in the root node once again. It's affecting the power supply in the zone. This is a matter of great importance. I wouldn't dare make any brash decision without your expertise. Again? Okay. I'll return as soon as possible. First things first. Gonna get that. Now we have to head back to the Four Seasons Pavilion. Might as well make the walk back there. Ah, that's right, because of this. Yellow! Entwine a sublime eternity amongst the Everlean Soot Hills. New Kunlun, the fecund home of your dreams. What's your game? I'm Yi. What's your name? Rice, well met. You finally focused me. So sappy. Kept walking to you, but you kept ignobling me. Reflex and make yourself at home. Entwine a supreme eternity amongst the Everlean Soot Hills. New Kunlun, fecund home of your dreams. What's your game? You just asked me that. Really? Sorry, the signal's really rad here. My information beams often experience delays. Give me a status report on this region. Sure, no mirrors dejected in the Cortex Center. Operations in each brain room are also punning smoothly. 95th Livestock Pen has been destroyed by an outsized course. Total tenacity and soulscape operations have not been defected. Third 8-man brain harvest this treason has occluded. They have all been expressfully put online. Was it the third or the thirfth? In any grace, our computation capacity is omniscient. Why didn't I see you just now? I have no idea. You balked back and forth north in front of me a few times. You looked like something wave you a fright. You ignored me even when I hauled out to you. I'm so glad you can see me now. Yay. Goodbye. Right, plum again. Now, I know I don't have the gin to buy the chip off of him, so that's gonna have to wait. And, well, we didn't really get any... Well, we did, but we spent it. I was gonna say we didn't really get any gin from the Soulscape. I miss you too. How long has the kid been in there?
Okay.
My lord, it has been over 5 hours. Not good. Stay back. I'm going to wake him up. Wake up. Can you hear me? Can you see? Do you know who I am? Ye? Abacus? Uncle Chubby? Uncle Chubby? When did you guys get here? Come to your senses. Your eyes are bloodshot and your lips are chalk white. How long have you been sitting? When did you last drink water? What happened? What did you see? What? Nothing. I was just talking to Mom and Dad. As for how long, it feels like it's been several days. We were just talking about what to eat for dinner. Weird. Where did they go? He's beginning to confuse the virtual world with the real world. It's a typical early symptom of disillusion syndrome. What? What do you mean? Are they gone? Uh-huh. Don't wear that thing for too long. It might make you sick, understand? Kid isn't going to understand that. Besides, he just wanted to see his mom and dad. I mean, he's a... No. Maybe I should put it away. Hey, I was halfway through one of the games. Can we keep it here? I won't use it for that long again, I promise. Then also promise me that if for every 30 minutes you're in there, you'll come out and walk around for at least 10 minutes. Abacus, keep an eye on him. As you command, my lord. Now then, let me take a look over the map. I believe outside of that one chip that I couldn't get, that with Lady Ethereal being taken down, we are done with the western half of the map. I believe, unless there was something... No, I don't believe there's anything else to get. So all that's left is the eastern half, though it is a sizable eastern half. But yeah, we are getting there. We've already taken down how many souls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Including ourselves. Because, 9 souls. Should only be 3 left. Whatever. What are you thinking about? Last night's dream. Mom and Dad, Uncle Chubby, everyone was there. We were sitting around the fire roasting marshmallows. It was a great dream. Do you have dreams often? Not anymore. Maybe because I'd been sleeping for too long. I heard about what happened with Lady Ethereal. Thank goodness you were able to escape. How much did she resent you to have to lock you in her soulscape? Now I think about it, maybe it was the opposite. She probably did it because she thought I would understand what she was going through. Really? What a pity. Among this group of lunatics, Lady Ethereal was the only one you could have a normal conversation with. Perhaps we're all responsible for her descent into madness. At least she won't have nightmares anymore. Yeah. Over the past century, I've studied and observed Solarian behaviors as much as is possible. However, there is one thing I am unable to mimic. Do you know what it is? Acts of violence. That is what I choose not to do, not what I cannot do. It's dreams. Artificial beings like myself are unable to dream. I have tried limiting my performance and shutting down to induce fainting, but dreams have never come to me. I get why it might seem attractive to you, but there's no need to think much of it. You don't always get to have good dreams. Yeah. That wall. I saw it all. Canisters of squishy, smooth white material. Knew that's what you were all up to. It's tofu, right? Or do you also ferment it? What? Was it something I said? I haven't had tofu in ages. Maybe I'll steal a canister next time I pass by. Don't. It's flavorless and you're not going to like it. Really? Now you're just making me more curious. Yeah, something tells me it's not tofu. My lord, there are 3 remaining zones left to deal with. They're the Research Center under Agong, the Empyrean District under the Feng Clan, and Ji's Grotto of Scriptures, where no one has set foot for centuries. I have very little information about the Research Center at the moment due to the extensive damage it has suffered. The entrance has also been obscured. Therefore, I suggest exploring the Grotto or the Empyrean District. You may access the Empyrean District through the Sky Tower, which is connected to the Daybreak Tower. As for the Grotto, its entrance is located in Gomong's Agrarian Hall. Very good. I appreciate this kind of detailed information at this critical time. Thank you for the compliment, my lord. Alright, let's check out the route node, see what's going on. Yep, we now have the double jump. Took us long enough to get it. It's usually a midway point. Well, then again, I guess we kind of are midway through the game. This is rough and jagged terrain. I need to think of something. Can I harness the natural world to climb upwards? Not impossible. Looks like you also made it, my friend. Not bad. Why do I get the feeling it's going to be revealed that this guy's Lear? Imagine yourself stepping across the clouds, dancing amidst heaven and earth. Just a thought. What haste? It's as if I have transcended all physical constraints with this technique. It took 20 cycles for this Feng Shi to develop these skills. I can now say that my training is finally concluded. In other words, the game is saying you've gotten all the skills. At least that's what I'm getting out of it. Muster energy from the elements and press A to jump once more in midair. Expand Yi's exploration range and allows him to fly over enemies and reach previously inaccessible heights. And there is a bunch of stuff we can get now that we have this. Still here, huh? Hello, Lear. Do you recall now, fellow disciple? I did say I've met you before. That warrior just now. That was you. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be revealed now. Yes, thanks to your guidance, these Feng Shi combat skills helped to save countless lives. This space has left me utterly perplexed. Wait, are you really Lear? Yours truly has long abandoned that name. So I've actually been talking to a ghost. The way I see it, you abandoned much more than just your name all those years ago. And why would you put it that way? You led the Fang Shi to isolation and advocated ruling through inaction. By sealing scientific progress on Peng Lai for hundreds of years, you have made it difficult for this generation of scientists to move forward. Is that the verdict future generations have placed on me? That is the verdict I have placed on you. To be perfectly honest, I have never ceased to reflect upon my actions. I am here not only to seek the Tao, but also to repent. Don't blame yourself too much. At least you once brought peace to Peng Lai. As chaos emerged once again, my attempt was indeed just a drop in the ocean of the infinite Tao. This is not a trivial crisis. Would you like to save our fellow Solarians once again with me? I have left the mortar coil for far too long. These old bones of mine have become far too weary to do much of anything. Moreover, I have stayed for too long in this limitless realm. I can no longer return to the present world. That can happen? Then I better get moving. I don't want to be trapped here. It's a shame, really. I still have so many questions for you. May we meet again, under the auspices of the great Tao. If all that awaits is the void, why cling to a single idea? Alrighty then. Where's everybody? Something going on right there. It also says there's 2 more things for us to collect, but I don't know what. Why are you here, Yi? Indulge me for a game of Kyan-kun? I've been practicing with abacus while you were away. I might even be able to tie with you this time. Have a little more faith in yourself. Let's start. Really? Then I'm going for it. Let me see. I'm going to take all the corners first. E, are you okay? What? What about me? I don't know. I think something's on your mind. My mind? No, everything's fine. You're lying. I know that much at least. It's complicated. Do you think there are actual villains in this world? Yeah, the Jie Quan guy who captured you was pretty villainous. Do you think that way because he hurt me? Yeah, he bullied you a whole lot. If I had hurt a lot of people in the past, wouldn't that make me just as bad as Jie Quan? Are you worried you're becoming a villain? I mean, I don't think a real villain would be worried about that. Really? Wait, this setup. How did you know to play here? What's wrong? Nothing at all. That was an ingenious move. I can't explain it, but sometimes I'm just playing by feel. By feel. I've never been one to do things just by feel. Yeah, maybe that's why things have been so tough for you. What do you mean? Most things aren't that complicated. You just have to try your best. Plus, it might be so tiring to think about this villain stuff every day. I lost because I was too busy talking again. But you're improving rapidly. What's more, you're much more talented than you think. In more ways than one. It's not every day I get some praise from you. Gimme gimme. Establish a deeper relationship with Xuan Xuan. Good. I need a lot of gin. Alright, well, let's get back to it. Why not? It might be a little past the point of being useful, but Let's see, there's Lake Yaochi Ruins, which would let us get up to the Sky Tower. But I think I want to head to the Grotto of Scriptures entry. For starters, there's this. That's a whole lot of gin. You know, it seems how I need a lot of gin. Let me put on some gin generating stuff. Let's see, temporal emote, no. Take off the hedgehog jade. Gin collection radius. So can we recover using talismans? Nah. Increases gold gained from killing enemies, making each battle more profitable. Sure, why not? Like I said, I need to get more gin. But with that, we are out of time for this episode. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.